Now, all throughout my life, ladies and gentlemen, I have interviewed great artists after great artists after great artists. But there's one artist, particularly this particular artist I'm about to introduce you today, that one time I asked him, how do you manage to be yourself? And he said, my friend, you should have a free spirit. I have tried that life, ladies and gentlemen, and I can't express how happy I've been as a person just by having a free spirit. So, as we start the interview, I want to say thank you very much, Mumba Yachi, for introducing me to having a free spirit. Maybe not as much as yours, because this man, ladies and gentlemen, has worn a jacket sewn by Sakayabunga, has also stepped on stage with the Unmentionables, but also has given us back-to-back great music. Now, he has done something that only Pongozi, PK Chala, Kanda Bongo Man, Michael Jackson have only done. None of this era have done this particular thing, producing and giving us a vinyl album. In this album, ladies and gentlemen, is so many other great songs. One of them is the one that's been playing on so many other radio stations, including this big radio station, Hot 87.7. It's called Wala. But before we get to that, I want to say welcome to the show, Mumba Yachi.
Thank you, Cass. Thank you very much. The greatest. No, thank you for reminding me that we spoke about that. I've even forgotten.
Yeah, we have spoken over, on so many things.
Yeah.
And
every time we meet.
Every time we meet. And it's always an exchange of greatness, should I say that?
Sure.
Because every other time. But I can't remember the years I was. But it was in the early 2000s.
Okay. Yeah.
And it was me, my parents, sitting in the living room.
Yeah.
My parents are late, but this is how special you are to me.
Yeah.
And you came on Smooth Talk.
Yeah.
And IK then introduces you and he talks to you, and I'm paying attention because I'm like, who is this guy?
Yeah.
And also, this is pre any of us knowing how great you were going to be.
Yeah.
And one of the early songs, because I want us to start from there and then pick it up to where we are today.
Sure.
You can't relate, ladies and gentlemen? Yeah. If you can, please vibe along. This is how we're starting the show today. This song is on every other platform. You can go and listen to it. But let's talk about the beginning of Mumba Yachi. And I know you may have shared this so many other times, but for those that maybe are finding out about you, and which I doubt is so many other people, but we care about every other person.
Exactly.
Did you ever imagine in your life that your musical career would make you travel places, buy you things that maybe you couldn't buy for your mom, or your mom couldn't buy for you? Did you ever imagine when you were starting your musical journey?
The vision was there. Mm-hmm. The vision was there, but somehow it was a bit far-fetched. Mm-hmm. I remember I had an interview sometime very 2012.
Right.
Yeah, with Karen Nakawala. She asked me and said, what's your dream in 5 years to come? Mm-hmm. What's your dream? I said, I want to share a stage with Yusundur.
Yeah.
But even though I said that,
you didn't think.
I didn't think it can be possible,
Right.
But the vision was there to say, I would love to be on that kind of a stage.
Hey, for those of us that don't know, who's Yusundur?
Yeah, Yusundur is one of the biggest African artists.
Right.
He's one of the greatest African musicians still living. Even when for the Gen Zs out there, if they want to understand properly, he's one of the richest, like in money.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, man.
We can talk about people like Akon, but Akon is more into the America. But we want to talk about Africans. One of the first names that will come out is Yusundur.
Right.
Yes. And
before Burna Boy, before all these other...
Yeah, he's very rich. He's very rich. He has got companies in Senegal, you know. Yeah, he's so rich. Yeah, anyway, but this is just to make Gen Zs understand
it, yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
He was about to even become the president of the country.
Right.
But because of, politics. And then he became the minister of culture and art. And he found the the money which was in the coffers in the ministry, he doubled it by 100 times. And then he left the position. He went back into music. He's such a kind of a person. Anyway, but even though I was talking about sharing a stage with him, it was the vision. But if you tell me that, yes, it will be possible, you will do it on such and such a day.
Right. That's impossible.
I would have said, okay, but you are joking.
Don't lie. Let's go back again, because also, you've mentioned names like Yusundo and all these other things. I feel like for a country like Zambia, if you know a person like that, it takes a certain amount of exposure. I will take it back to your personal influences. Pre maybe coming to Lusaka and all these other things. I know you've shared stories of how yes. How does a person like Mumba Yachi get such influences, or what was the influence whilst you were staying at the village?
Exactly. So for people who haven't been to Mokambo is a place which is very kind of unique because it's a border between the Congo and Zambia. So it's not really a village, like it is like landlocked. No, it's kind of a village which is a bit open.
Right.
Yeah. So for now, it's not really a village for now because of development and stuff. But growing up there already, the influences of both Zambia and Congo was so much. Right. Either in music and in culture and everything. So for us, when it comes to buy the food, we buy the food in Zambia. We go to Zambia. We walk. For me, when I started buying music, I just used to walk. You just walk. You go to Mufulira, you buy music, you go back home. Yeah, right. But so the influence was both sides. So, and then, for example, when you are listening to Kofi, Kanda Bongo, you already. It's like they have opened a door for you to start listening to another genre of music. And then when you are listening to Emmanuel Mulemena or you are listening to Piquet Chara, it's another door of music. Yeah,
to and the Gen Zs, Mulemena is a big name.
Yeah, to the Gen Zs out there, I can also tell them that Emmanuel and Mulemena is still the same thing.
Right.
It is the same letters. Same alphabet. You can write Emmanuel with the same alphabet. Those same letters, they will also write Mulemena. Yes, right. It's a very mysterious name. Yes. Anyway, so so I grew up like that. And then I remember when Celtel. Oh, sorry.
It's okay. It's not there anymore.
It's not
so
there.
We can mention it.
Exactly. Sorry. Anyway, but when they came to open their company, they came with tapes of Yusundu.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, Yusundu was the brand ambassador of, for all Africa. So when they were giving the SIM card, they also give you a tape of Yusundu.
Right.
That was my encounter of Yusundu music, stuff like that.
Now, I know for sure, and I'm always highly impressed with people that can play instruments. We don't have, maybe now there are instrument schools.
Yes.
But also, if you're coming from Mokambo, I don't think there's an instrument school there.
Yeah.
If there is, I would like to know. How does Mumba Yachi learn how to play a guitar? Because I know also a guitar in these parts of Africa is a very expensive instrument.
Yes.
I don't think you can buy it under 1,000 kwacha.
Yes.
Yeah, you probably have to buy it. But also for a person who's coming from there, there's issues of either TD or the guitar.
Exactly.
How did you learn how to play the instrument?
First of all, there are also people who could improvise. If you are kubasa, they can just make their handmade guitar. One thing that I've always, it's a good opportunity with this question because I've always wanted to teach people how to make a guitar.
Right.
I have an idea of how to make a guitar. I know we can Google that, we can watch that on YouTube.
Right.
But it is also different when somebody is showing you actually with your own eyes, with your own hands, you touch how they make a guitar.
Right.
So I used to see people making guitars.
Yeah, because also there was a cooking oil tin.
Yes.
Back in the days.
Yes.
Yeah, the yanshimbi, not the plastic ones.
Exactly. But I also saw people are making guitars and they look like a normal conventional guitars. Yes. And then another thing was growing up there, the parish that's what I have. That's why I have so much respect for the Catholic Church, because of the parish in Mokambo. They had a lot of musical instruments,
Right.
that they used to give to the youth to play every afternoon after school. You have the right to go in that room. You pick the instrument you want.
Right.
You know, some friends, they will pick the accordion. This one will pick the flute. Yeah.
And you picked the guitar.
Yeah, I picked the guitar, but I've always felt like I'm always that lazy guitarist. I don't consider myself a great
guitarist.
If I had to learn the guitar, it's because I wanted to sing
Yeah.
and play it, and then looking for people to play for you all the time.
Okay.
It's expensive.
It's expensive.
Even up to now is expensive.
Yeah.
That's why there are some shows where they say, Mumba, can't you just come just
Alone.
you alone
It's okay,
with your
we're
guitar?
okay.
And then I look at the money and say, okay, I'm coming. Yes, you see.
Yeah.
So that's why I had to learn. But what I play is just the rhythm. I just play a guitar that can accompany my voice.
Right.
Yeah, but
Okay.
there are people who can play that guitar.
Everything.
Yeah, they are there. Yeah.
Okay. Let's talk about the house that you are coming from.
Yes.
You know, parents, you know,
Yes.
because also I know that even me, you know, I remember when I was young and mom would consistently clap for me for, you know, tikambi say, kamba, tuanoma kamba, kamba,
Yes.
then, you know, clap for me. And I think today I managed to do what I do because somehow, somewhere there was someone who was saying, I will pay you after you do this.
You do that.
What type of a home,
That was nice.
what type of a home does a person like Mumba Yachi come from?
Yeah, my home was, how can I say it? It was very, we are lovers of music. My mom loves music so much. My dad loves music so much. And then my mom sings. She used to sing so much. Me too. I wanted to copy my mom how to sing. But she never wanted me to do music. Come on.
No.
Yes,
At the time, they wanted all of you to be accountants.
Yes.
Okay.
You know, so she wanted me to be very much serious with other things.
Right.
More important things, according to her. Yeah, but so my father actually is the one who really supported me, especially when I was 18. When I was 18, he really discovered my talent, like seriously, because I recorded a song in the studio.
Which studio is this?
Right in Mokambo, in Mufulira.
Right.
In Mufulira, because you just walk. Yeah, I went there, I recorded the song, and then he heard it. He said, "Is that you? Seriously, is this you?"
Yeah.
I said, "Yes."
So you came, was that with a tape or a CD at the time?
Yeah, on a CD.
Okay.
Or a CD.
Yeah.
He said, so this is you. And then he looked at me, he said, "Come here." And then he said, "You know what? This is the time you need to take this serious."
Right.
Because you don't have a wife, you don't have children. This is the time you need to take it serious, because if you have a wife and kids, it will be hard for you.
You're speaking from experience.
Yes,
Yeah.
he's speaking from experience, because he told me, he said, "Ever since you were born, have you ever seen me go somewhere for a month?" I said, "No."
Right.
He says, "Before you were born, I used to be everywhere.
Everywhere.
You know, but ever since you were born, I'm always here for you."
Are you the firstborn?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
I'm
Family of
10.
You.
Yeah, I'm telling you, those are fertile people.
Yeah.
They were very serious. Serious in making the world
A better place.
a better place,
multiplying.
multiplying.
Yeah, adding to the 7 billion people.
Exactly.
Right.
So now, so he taught me those words and said, "This is the time you need to take this serious."
Okay.
So what do you need? You want me to buy you instruments and what? Because it's somehow, what can I say? In the Mokambo,
What was he doing?
He's still doing his business. He has got a home shop.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
it is called Tip Top. I'm advertising.
Come
my
on.
dad.
Yes.
So everyone in Mokambo, when they go there, they know my dad.
Okay.
So somehow I grew up like how can I put it in that context? It's like a rich boy.
Yes.
But in the village
setup.
Village setup.
So according to village standards, you're a rich kid.
I was I'm a rich kid. So people need to respect me. I'm a rich kid. I'm one of those kids. Like literally, I'm one of those kids who had the first bicycle
in the hood.
In the wood. Like nobody had a bicycle. Yeah, it was me.
Yeah.
That kid that you hear alikuwa tabola ya
Ngafurwa.
exactly me. That's me. So
Okay.
So now he said, what do I need to buy for you so you continue this career?
Right.
I said, no, just give me a studio. I want to record. He said, okay, you can record. So this album you are listening to, all these songs, my first music, my very first music, it was sponsored by my dad.
By Tip Top.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, not your dad. Tip Top.
By Tip Top, Tip Top Production. Tip Top Entertainment production. So he produced that. Even the video that we watched, I mean the railway, that was my dad production. So he said, no, you need to do that.
Right.
So he said, now I did the video, I did the song. He said, now what next? I said, I want to go to Lusaka.
Yeah.
To take it to...
Which is a leap of faith.
Yes.
Because Lusaka had its own artist at the time.
Exactly. So I said, you want to go to Lusaka? So where will you go? I said, I have a friend. So I had a friend who also was going to Zimbabwe and then to go to America.
Right.
So my friend, he had a elder brother in Kanyama. So he said, so you are going with him? I said, yes. And then he gave me the transport money.
Yeah, a bit of a tip-top sponsorship.
Exactly.
Right.
You know, so when my mom heard now that my dad gave me money, they fought. I'm telling you, they really fought.
Yo.
You know, so my brothers, they called me. They said, yeah.
Nai Kawakuno.
Nai Kawakuno.
Right.
But, you know, so it's like, it is now that I'm thinking about my dad and say, but how... He had so much faith, you know.
Right.
Like, he had so much faith. So when I went back, we were chatting just some time back, just this same year.
Yeah.
When I was there, we are chatting. And then he says, you know why I was doing all those? Because I knew that you don't have so much fear when you are younger.
Right.
Yeah, when you are 19, whatever, you don't have so much fear.
There isn't much to be scared of, yeah.
There's not so much to be scared. That's why
I let you go.
Yes.
Okay.
So that's how I came to Lusaka, you know.
Everything else started. I'm also intrigued by the fact that you decided to make that decision at that particular age.
Yes.
But I know that, there's no tip-top in Lusaka.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's just you because you've made up your mind.
Yes.
And also back home, you've left a war between your father and mother.
Yes.
And now I'm thinking about you here.
Yes.
How difficult is it for a person from Mokambo to do something that people will recognize in Lusaka, where you have, at the time, who was hot at the time when you were coming into Lusaka?
Hot, like musically?
Yes.
Yeah, there was the third.
Yes.
Yeah, there was Jimmy over.
Yeah, that album was.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, there were some people making
okay,
it. Yes.
So then you come in. What happens then?
Yeah, it was who wrote that book? I think it's the Alchemist.
The Alchemist.
Paulo Coelho. He wrote about the beginner's luck. Yeah, I think I had something like that.
Okay.
Because when I came with that song, I came at the right time because that's when they were opening TV2.
Yeah.
So when they were opening TV2, and then it's just transmission, they are just trying it. So that's the time I took the video there.
Right.
And then the video was just playing and playing and playing. You see?
And everybody else was just in love with it.
Yes, and then there was no Facebook and whatever. So people were just watching TV, which was a medium of entertainment.
Right.
So from there,
that was it.
That beginner's luck was just like, bah.
As you go on into your musical career, there were moments when I think things just it's like the world said no to you in a sense.
Yes.
That was my translation as I look back to your story.
Yes.
And I don't want to talk about what happened, but I want to talk about your emotional standpoint. Did you feel betrayed?
Oh, you are talking about the
deportation. Yes. Because I don't want to talk about that because I think that's been talked about over and over. But I want a person who's listening to us right now, who's going through a moment where they feel like even people that should have been their friends, to say, but Mumba Yachi is our guy. You know what I mean? Let's understand. Look at what he's done for Zambian music. We can export this guy. It doesn't matter what happened, but like this particular part. And did you feel betrayed?
Somehow, how can I say it? You start to go through your friends,
right?
Like, can it be this one?
Who was it?
Can it be this one?
Are you going to tell us who it was?
No. No. Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Because I can't tell you who it was because the magnitude of the issue.
Right.
You know, whereby you go, my lawyer goes to see the judges and say, okay, this issue, we want to go with this in the chambers. We want to finish this issue in the chambers.
Right.
Then you go in the chambers, you start to talk, the plea bargain. I'm telling you, that time I knew law.
You started reading about the law.
No,
Paul Coelho was not the only person you knew.
not reading, hearing face to face,
Right.
live, vichitika, vitambika,
Yeah.
vitambika, pamene paja. So hapa manje we are doing the plea bargain hapa manje. Iwe. Yo pamirando iwe.
Yeah.
Be scared, run if possible, run away from trouble.
Right.
Yeah, but I mean, so when she wrote the plea bargain, we went to see the judges in the chambers.
Right.
After seeing the judges in the chambers, then she pleaded for me to say, okay, we want this for him, for this for. But I'm telling you, after some time, they said, they were just called and said, no, that issue don't have to be in the chambers. That's to go in the audience there, in the public. People need to see it.
Who called?
Now you start to think which musician who can be against you, who can have that power.
Is it musicians or it's
Now you understand
Zambian people? People in big offices.
Yeah, now you understand that. Oh no, this is bigger.
I'm a big.
This is bigger than any musician.
Big machine.
You understand that this is bigger than any musician. You know. So for me, it is already none of the topic, like to say
it's not musicians.
A musician who was again. No, that level wasn't for musicians to handle.
What does move? And this is my question mark all throughout that story.
Yes,
is what did you have or do that would make a whole, a whole state feel like you're not supposed to be a Zambian?
Exactly. So this is also a question that you can ask yourself. Even myself, I always ask myself that, to say, this issue is too big. Maybe sometimes maybe it's also about when you make a name. When you make a name, people will love to know you.
Yeah.
Yes. Maybe sometimes I understand to say the immigration officers wanted to know the person, to be in order with the person, as I am living today. Like I'm so much in order with all those papers. So I mean, that's how I take it. I take it like that, because I don't believe to say, even if there are people who were against me, who never wanted me, there are fewer than the people that love me.
Yeah. That's facts. That's very facts.
So that's the thing that I live upon.
Yeah.
I live upon that.
You know how I know people love you? Because every other time we forgive what you wear. Listen, if you haven't heard Tute, here it is. Part 4. Now, in case you're just joining us, welcome to it. This is part 4 of Z626. My name's Cass and I am the greatest. Chilling with the one and only Mumba Yachi, aka the greatest showman you will ever listen to or watch on stage. As we keep going in this, I think the last thing we were talking about was how everyone else forgives your wardrobe.
Yeah. Yes.
I want to talk a little bit more about how you got to that stage. Because Mumba Yachi, we know, was Mumba Yachi with the guitar, kodro, jeans sometimes, just normal guy, t-shirt on and everything else. How was this Mumba Yachi that we see now, wearing a millimil jacket? I don't even know how to. But let's talk about how that was born.
Yeah, I think it has always been there somehow. You
just didn't have the money to support it.
Yes, and then I just didn't have time. It has always been there. You're trying to be creative and then try to entertain people.
Right.
Yeah. The end goal is just to entertain people.
Right.
Want people to be happy. When people pay their money, they need to be entertained. They have seen a lot from their workplace. They want to go and
see something different.
And feel nice.
Okay.
They can't come there and see me also looking
like them, like their boss. That's a good one. You know what I mean?
Yeah, then you see the Kamumba na
Okay.
keve,
Not
che.
to repeat for something different.
You know, Kamumba
Okay.
fera kena, you know.
Yeah.
For me, that makes me happy if they are happy. But again, it's also just try to explore. You know, try to explore like all your artistic, all your creativity. You
Right.
know, yeah.
Okay. How does Mumba Yachi handle judgment from people? I mean, also from walks of life. I think people will judge you. They have judged you and
Yes.
all these other things. But I want to know, how much strength does an artist need to have, or belief in what they're doing,
Exactly. That's it.
for
Right.
for them to overcome what we are saying?
Yes, I think artists need to know what they are doing. When you know what you are doing, you won't be shaken
Right.
by anything. You know, for example, I want to give an example. For example, if I wear some safari suit and I hold my handkerchief, white handkerchief in my hand,
Right.
what are you going to see? You are
Okay.
going to see like
Kaunda. Yes. Vibes.
So, counter vibes. So then from there now, you need now to listen to what I want to sing about. You know, what I want to sing about must be something somewhere
Right.
close to what Kaunda stood for. You know? So just the way you see me look in that Kaunda vibes, it must give you a certain message, you
Right.
know? It's the same. So if you see me look like a fool,
It's because maybe.
yeah, try to understand what I'm trying to say.
Okay.
You know?
And not just look at your face.
Just don't look at how
What
I
you've
look.
seen.
No, the way I've presented myself to you, I have a team of people who got that picture or that video. We all sat down, we planned
Right.
that video. So it's a calculated move. So don't be quick to judge. Listen to what he's trying to say.
Right.
Listen to what the artist is trying to. This is actually a song that I'm writing. Trust the artist. Listen to what the artist is trying to tell you.
Right.
You know, that's the thing. So there's a song also by Marvin Gaye. He said, "Time is for learning." Yeah, so if you listen to that, so that's one of my favorite songs I've ever heard.
And why is that?
Yeah, because those lyrics are so powerful. He says, the artist pays the price, so you won't have to pay. If only you would listen to what they have to say.
Right.
You know, so I think that's the thing whereby the artist is trying to tell you something. So don't judge by how you...
Yeah, by face value. Like,
yes.
understand the whole thing.
Yes, understand the whole thing. For example, he looks like he's a crazy person with a chicken and the mbaula, you know, with a box kumutwe, standing. Yes. But look at the quality picture. The quality
of that
picture. Look at it.
The amount of work.
Do you think it's from a phone? No. It is from a professional camera. So do you think they are just mad, all of those people that were there to get that picture?
I get that. That. Yeah.
So people need to elevate a little bit, try to go beyond to say, okay, he looks like this. What is he trying to say?
Yeah. I have had some of the most futuristic conversations with you.
Oh, yeah.
And just also even you, every time we sit down and have a conversation. And that's one thing I love every time we sit down and have a conversation. Because there's more to learn and there's more you will see and watch. How much time do you spend thinking? And how much of that time do you spend actually making actions?
I think I don't take much time to make actions, but I take much time researching and trying to think what to do. Yeah, sometimes I can have an idea today, and then after maybe some months, another idea comes. So I say, I think this is a new idea, but it can be nice to combine it with that other idea. So I put them together. You know, it takes time, but to accomplish it or to do it, to execute it, it doesn't take much time. Yeah, but I took more time in planning.
Before we get to talk about the vinyl album that you dropped, at some point your studio burnt out.
Yes.
I'm thinking, this brother was just deported.
You just feel like, okay, these people, no, they just don't want me.
You know what I mean? So what's the emotion, man? Like, and also like, what's going through you?
Yeah, you just feel like, yeah. But again, think about it. When I was because I stayed in the Chimbokaila for some 2 weeks.
Yeah. Did you write any songs while you're in Chimbokaila?
No time for that.
Yeah, no, because also, we've heard a lot of great artists say, I read this book.
No, come on. Okay, maybe,
Yeah.
maybe the difference, I understand, maybe the difference was when you are taken there for 2 years, you know that I'm here for 2 years.
Yes.
You can write a book, you
Right.
can do something. But for me, that 2 weeks was like
Okay.
So you don't
Every
really-
other time is anticipation to get out.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, but I mean, when I was there, the support that I got from the people was overwhelming.
Right.
The support was, even when the studio got burnt, the support that I got was so overwhelming.
Yeah, I know Your Maps bought you.
Exactly. Almost everything to start a studio.
Are you guys friends? Because also
yes, we are.
Okay.
Yes.
Because I was wondering, so many things have happened to me, Mumba, and no one has bought me, even if you're pen, if you're,
But you have to talk.
Yeah.
If you have an issue, you have to talk.
Yeah, but how did that happen, and how did it make you feel?
I think there are some videos where Your Maps came to give
Exactly.
me
Yes. We watched those videos.
When you watch it, I was lying down.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because I fell down, like falling,
Yeah.
like literally, because it was so touching that I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe that such a thing can happen.
Right.
So what I'm trying to say is, even though those things can happen to me, where you feel like you are not wanted here, but you still feel so much love.
Yeah. Was
from
that the
people.
proof that you needed? And this is something that I'm learning from life. It's like God will allow things to happen so that He can show you how much He loves you.
Exactly. It can show you how much. Yes, because only that part has really, those 2 episodes of my life has shown me how much the Zambian people love me, how much I'm loved. That's why yali ntumpikeyo, because because that's why sometimes I feel like I have a feeling, especially in Lusaka, I have a feeling like every place, everywhere is my family.
Right.
Like every house is my family, kind of. I can be walking even in the night, even alone. I know that everyone here is my family member. I can just knock and say, okay, guys, let me sleep here. I'll go back tomorrow morning.
And they'll take you in.
I feel that feeling, that's a feeling that I have, especially when I'm in Lusaka.
Right.
Yeah, so that's how God works,
Let's talk about production and you writing music. Also, again, I want to know, isn't it costly to be Mumba Yachi in a country like Zambia that will book you maybe once in a while?
Yes.
Is it expensive?
Yes, it is. It is very expensive. But again, I live by another motto, another principle in my life. The principle is that I need to be a successful musician by the quality of the product.
So it's not just success or hit songs.
Hit songs. If I want to make a hit song that we know, according to the normal, when we say hit songs, it means it's a airplay wave. But I can do that. I can't prove it every time I have a collabo with an artist.
Yes. It's a big song.
Yes, I always make sure, because I know what's a formula to make a hit song. I know, that's a beauty. That's a good part about me. Like, if we say, let's make a hit song, I can make it.
Okay.
But personally, I've always wanted to make songs that I love. I say.
So it's a very selfish decision.
It is.
It sounds like a very selfish move.
It is not it is a selfish move. It is selfish because there is a
lot of you.
Exactly. A lot of me, because I love to put the me in the work. I want people, when they put my record, they are listening to it, they are in an encounter with me. They are in another world.
Okay. Would you encourage every other artist to do that?
Yes, because that is that's the originality. Because that's the origin, but it's not everyone is called to do that.
So music is a calling.
It's a calling, but maybe I can say it's not everyone who's chosen to do that.
Okay.
Yeah.
We
Yes.
come back. I really need to play this song.
Yes.
It's called Kandemia Ndemia. It's not in the album, but it's one of those songs that if you pay attention to, you will understand why
Yes.
someone does what they do.
Exactly.
Part 4. Now we have literally talked about almost everything.
Yeah.
We have to talk about this particular album.
Yes.
The first song in the album that's out there that I've heard a number of times, countlessly I've heard it before, but you know what I mean?
Yeah.
No
yeah,
offense to
yeah.
the original.
No, I respect the original. The original.
Respect for the original.
Exactly.
And also big ups to Chef 187.
Yep.
Well created, you know what I mean,
Yes.
song. And I hate it. And I said, wow. I mean, who even thinks like this? Let's talk about the vinyl album. First and foremost, before we even talk about the single, thought process.
Yep.
Okay, well, let me not say nobody, but not too many people have vinyls
Yes.
in their homes.
Yes. Yes.
And you're literally forcing all of us
Yes.
to go to Saraula ya vima
Yes.
machine,
Yes.
pick a vinyl,
Exactly.
put it in the house.
Yes.
Our Gen Z children will
Yes.
ask us, Dad, are you going mad for
Yes.
bringing this thing in the house?
Don't you see that it's beautiful?
Well, it is very beautiful, my son, daughter. Let's talk about that.
Yeah.
What's the thought process behind bringing us a vinyl album?
Yeah, exactly. Because I feel like it is listening to music itself. It's a ritual.
Mm-hmm.
Listening to music itself, it is something else. You know. It is. You know when your dad comes from work and then they sit on this particular chair.
There's this chair. None of you are supposed to. Hey, Gen Zs, listen.
Yeah.
Our parents had
Please.
a chair.
Mm-hmm.
You didn't?
Exactly.
The door, you know, what they call it, the tablecloth.
Yes.
If they leave it like that, he
Uh-huh.
should come and remove them himself.
Exactly.
Right.
The other day I was listening to Joshua Maponga. He was talking about
Great guy,
a
that
man.
one.
Yes, a man must have a special chair
Mm.
where you go and sit there. You know, when you sit there, you start to talk, and then you will see everyone else around you. They will sit down
And listen.
Yeah. So when he was talking about that, I said, "This is true." A man. Yeah. I was talking about the particular record, like the record player, the turntable. When your dad comes from work and then he sits and then he gets the vinyl, he puts there and then he drops the needle. It is so beautiful. It's like a lot of people that drive cars, they will tell you that manual car is the best. You know, because you feel part of
late
it
the whole
yeah,
time.
you feel part of it.
It's
you feel
breathing.
like, yes,
You know that gear 4 only lasts this long.
yes.
Now we have to go to gear 5.
All of you are working together with the car
the
and
car.
you. You see, same thing with playing the vinyl. It's like you are listening to the music. You are there. It is a serious business, you know. You have to be seated there to listen to that music.
Right.
You get the needle, you put it on the second song. If you want the third song, you put, you know, it is so beautiful. So I wanted to get back to that. Even myself, I have a very quite I'm not boasting anyway. I have quite a good collection
Of cars?
of vinyls. Yes, exactly. Cars, no, not yet.
Not yet.
But cars, yes, it can also be beautiful when you wake up in the morning, you look at the window, you say, today I'm getting that one.
Shako the blue one.
I love that one for the sound. I love maybe soon about cars.
Yeah.
But I mean the vinyls, you know. So because I play a lot with my vinyls when I'm home, I've always felt like me too, I need this.
Right.
And then there is a community here in Lusaka of we call ourselves vinyl hunters.
Is it?
Yes. You know,
What do I need to do to join?
to join, you can join anytime. I will
Okay.
just give you the numbers and then you join.
Okay.
Where they go and hunt these vinyls in all these Madala's places. You know, there's this Madala at the farm. He
Yes.
just died, and then he left these vinyls with the son. The son doesn't know what to do with them. Yeah, so that's how I was also part of that. Vinyl hunters.
Right.
We go. There's
Literally.
this man in Mfuwe has got those things. So I mean, the love of that has made me say, okay, me too. I need to see my work on a vinyl.
A
It looks
vinyl.
good. It's big, first of all. It's big, and then it looks good. The sound of the vinyl is a bit different from the
How different
CD.
is it for those of us that Gen Zs?
Yeah, the Gen Zs, the mixing, when they mix the album for the CD or for the digital platform, for Spotify or whatever, there is also a special mixing for the vinyl.
Right.
Yeah, because the vinyl has got more of warmth. The warmth of the vinyl is more, it's not too sharp.
Right.
Like, it's not too sharp like the CD. CD has got more of the highs.
Yes.
You hear a lot of shakers and a lot of tweeters, but for the vinyl it's more warm.
Right.
Yeah, so it's very beautiful. And then there is a little noise about the vinyl.
Yeah.
I'm
I'm trying to find it. It says, yes.
It's very beautiful in the warm.
Yeah.
And then especially if it is in the house,
uh-huh.
because it is more open like this, the music comes, the music is like it is surrounding the house.
Right.
It's just something very beautiful.
You can hear it.
Yeah, you can hear it. Imagine you are playing that vinyl and then you are seated by the side with your cup of coffee or cup of tea. It's so beautiful. People need to appreciate listening to music.
Right.
Listening to music is not something small that we do like by you are doing this, you are listening. No, listening to music is a ritual. It's something. So that's why I made an album which is also very conceptual, whereby when you are listening, all the songs are talking about almost the same thing.
Right.
So you are in that mood, you are in
it's
that.
just going. It's
just
going. What is the album about? Now that you've talked about that.
Yeah, the album is called the Zamrock Flood. The Mr. Red 8 and the Zamrock Flood, because I wanted to make a concept album which is more of paying tribute to the Zambian musicians who are alive.
Right.
Yes.
Because many times we just appreciate, Piket Shada, Valia, Pongozi and whatever.
Yes.
So this one is to pay homage
to those who are alive. That's why there's even Wala Wala in that.
Right.
Because I want to pay homage to people like Chef 187.
How important do you feel Shefi is to this music industry?
Chef is one of the best rappers when it comes to flows. I think Gen Zs can help us in that.
They know that.
Yes.
Buzz. I'm a buzz.
I'm a buzz. Yeah, exactly. I'm a buzz. I'm a 16 buzz. Chef alikuwa I'm a buzz. And then what I like about him, he writes. Literally. He writes songs. He's not somebody who can just come in the studio and then
finds a ghost writer.
Yeah, and then if you feel quiza,
Does it make you less of an artist if you don't write your own songs?
No. People like Jay-Z, I like Jay-Z. Jay-Z doesn't write. Things just comes. You know what makes Jay-Z like that is because most of the time he's found with people who are knowledgeable.
Okay.
He's not found with if he's found with professors, doctors, what. So great artists. So when he goes in the studio, you see things start to flow. Those are things that he hears every day. These are things that he talks about every day.
Right.
He mingles with business people, So it's the same. So what I'm saying, what I like about Chef, he writes songs. So he controls every word that he utters.
Right.
That's what I like about him. And then he's so powerful in his lyrics. That's what I like. His lyrics are so powerful. And then he's very commanding when he writes.
You can feel it.
You can feel it.
Who else did you feature? Anybody else?
No, not really feature, but I just featured people that play different instruments.
Right.
I think that one also we don't really consider it much in Zambia. We only focus on the voices. But the people that played in my album, they are not really part of my everyday shows. No, they are busy people. They played different places.
Right.
But I brought them
together.
Yeah, for me that is also a feature that we need to start respecting.
Right. Okay. In case you want to call us up, the number is 0974-870-877. I'm about letting Mumba Yachi go. Before he does, if you want to have a chat with him or just ask him a few things, this would be the right time for you to do that. As you grow in music, now doing a vinyl album, what is the one thing that maybe eventually you would want people to say that you did for this country and just for music at large?
Yeah, what I want people to say is that Mumba Yachi contributed to the growth of Zambian music.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I felt like again, another thing, I felt like I was also put there at that particular time. I was put there as a custodian of something, you know, because when you just asked about who was hot at that time, we had the Third, we had Jimmy Over, but I just came with this kind of another sound just to show that I'm holding on to this.
Yeah.
You know, there is also this. You know, people can listen to this kind of music, but there is also this another type of music that people can appreciate. So, and I would love more people to emulate, to do better than what I'm doing.
Right.
Yeah, my dream is to see the future, the people doing better than what I'm trying to do. Anything that I've tried to do, I want to see it in a very way better version.
Right. I mean, the argument of Zambia not having a genre. What's your take on that?
That is not true because in all these 74 tribes we have in Zambia, there is music in all those tribes.
Right.
You know, every tribe has got their own way of expressing themselves. So if you say, but that, you know, sometimes that topic is not really, we can't even, because Akalindura is from Zambia.
Exactly.
You know, Akalindura is from Zambia. Zam rock we are talking about
is a
Zambian rock. We get rock music and then we fuse in with Zambian touch.
Right.
What they did, the Zambian musicians, they just got rock and put it with Akalindura and traditional music.
Hello?
Hello? Yes, hello.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. How are you, sir?
Fine, thank you. You're talking to Cass, and Mumba Yachi is on the line as well.
Okay. You're talking, this is Gabriel from Kolimachawa.
Okay, Mr. Gabriel. Talk to Mr. Mumba.
Gabriel.
Oh, Mr. Gabriel.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
talk to Mumba Yachi.
I just wanted to know from Mumba Yachi, how much can you do a feature to an upcoming artist?
Yes.
If that's cool to like put it out on radio.
Yes.
Okay.
I've always talked about it to say if I want to charge for a feature, I'm a very, very expensive artist to charge. You can't afford. Plus, you are even an upcoming. I will give you my number offline. You send the song. We listen to the song. We need to help each other.
Okay.
Yeah, you need to entice me. I need to listen to your song. I need to see where I will come in. We don't need to start talking about money now.
Okay.
All right.
I appreciate that, sir.
Yeah, please. I will send you my number.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, please. Thanks a lot.
All right. Hot 87.7. The number is 0974 870 877. I do have Mumba Yachi with me, and now is the time that you can talk to him. Hello?
Hello.
Yebo.
Yep.
Yebo, Mumba Yachi.
Yes, sir. Moliche.
Yeah, what I need to say, you know what, Mumba?
Yep.
I like your music very, very, very much.
Thanks.
And the good part I like about you, you are not the kind of man who give up easily.
No.
There's so many things happen back there, but you never give up, my friend.
No, don't.
Keep it up, we are behind you. Zambia's behind you, my friend.
Thanks a lot. Thanks.
This is Bamba, anakuza kati Bamba lepo ndani. Kati muuze.
Lekani muze.
Kati muuze.
All right, Boba Level. Thanks for calling. Hot 87.7. The number is 0974 870 877. I do have Mumba Yachi with me, and it's about time that we're about to play the one song that's out from the vinyl album. Hello.
Hi, how are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm good. Mumba mlishani.
Bwino mkwaye turekosa.
Chawa nature. Mumba, I just want to say you've really done a lot, and
Thanks.
A lot of things are coming, and those that have already been in the game,
Thanks.
they are still learning because your game is unique.
Thanks. Thank you.
Yeah, and the way I came to know Mumba, I think I was coming from a certain place, and with the songs I was playing, and I loved the comment that Mom passed, and she said, I love this musician because of one thing. He sings with passion. And truly, all these years, all the songs that Mumba has done, if there's one thing that you're going to take from his music, it's the passion for music.
Thanks.
He will bring out that from his heart. My brother, keep on doing that.
Thank you.
That is just something that is going to be more like a trademark and something that will really inspire and bring a lot of people on board. Because when you are unique, you will always bring out the best. We don't like people that are doing copycats, because when you do copycats, it's like there's something within you that you suppress.
Yeah.
But if you can come out the way you are, I mean, man, people are just going to like it, because uniqueness will always bring out the best. Thank you so much, guys. We're listening.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
On that particular note, Mumba, I wanted to ask you this question. I mean, Amapiano is hot right now. Afrobeat is hot right now. Do you have, I mean, all through the many years that you've been in the industry, genres have changed. R&B, I think at the time you were coming on, R&B was a hot thing, and then, there was rap, and then, now it's Amapiano and Afrobeat. Do you ever get the temptation to do an Amapiano song or an Afrobeat or a hip-hop song? I know you've featured on.
Yes.
I'm not talking about features. I'm talking about your own personal product. Do you ever get the temptation to do it? And what helps you not fall for the temptation?
I just feel like sometimes it's not about it's not the right time to do, because I have so many ideas in my head. I want to do what is there on the table. But sometimes I will listen and then I say, okay, I really want to, because I'm a big fan of Michael Jackson.
Okay.
Michael Jackson used to follow the trend, but he used to impose his touch.
To the trend.
To the trend.
Right.
Yesterday I was listening to some Afrobeat, and then I said, I really wish Michael Jackson was alive, because
he would have done it.
Yes, he would have done it. He would have done it, but in a way that's so way better. But I mean, I'm always tempted to do that. Yes, but I can still do it, but maybe just time. And then I feel like, how can I make a music which is so timeless? My problem is I don't want to fall into that time where they will say, this is what was there, now it does. I'm inspired by people like Tracy Chapman, you know. Tracy Chapman songs, when they play it, is like it has always been there, I've always wanted to be like that, like timeless. But for me, I need more time to think on how I can make it. I'm a piano song and it stays.
Right. Okay.
It's very demanding. It's not easy. A song like Lento. You know that I love Lento up to now. How they did it, those are kind of things I need to think about. How they did Lento. Where when you listen to Lento, even now, it has got something so classic, you know. Yeah, I love classic things. So classic things don't matter the genre.
The phone won't stop ringing. Hello? Hello? Afternoon, how are you?
I'm good.
Okay. Talk to me, my brother.
I'm okay, sir.
The network is a bit bad. I don't know if you can move to a place that's better.
Yeah, talking to Mr. Longa here from Chama.
Mr. Longa?
Longa from Chama, yes.
Okay, talk to us.
Yes.
Mr. Mr. Longa?
No, I can't hear you.
We can't hear you clearly.
You don't hear me?
Yeah, it's deeming and then coming back. So just, I don't know if you can speak up a bit.
Are you able to get me now?
A bit.
Yeah.
Are you able to get me?
Are you using Bluetooth or headsets?
No, that's long phone.
Okay. Try to talk to us. We'll try to get what we can.
Are you able to get me now?
No. Yeah, we can hear, but I don't think we can hear what you're saying. The network is horrible.
The network is bad.
The actual song.
Spitz is definitely on fire with this one. Young Sheffield, Tough Touch Music Production. Some real life crisis over here. Okay. Yes. Listen. Hey. Now smoke like a job so.
All right. Now,
Munomo izindi kuwanzi ngwele Bosa sana nifileka
Wow, yona nomba tamfodesha na nebo na mwana tunwangisha pabonge mukasi nifame swabisha.
okay, so this is the single that's being pushed from the album.
Yes.
Well, the cover of this is
Yes.
is the single. Why did you pick this one?
Yeah, is to introduce people to what I'm trying to do.
Right.
Yeah, it's like a door, you know, to welcome them to the album.
Okay.
Because they need, even in the fine art, they say when you want to go in the fine art marketplace, you need to bring a touch. You need to bring a touch that people already know,
Right.
so that you can now invite them to your own touch. It's the same thing with this, where people can start to, from this song, they can be welcomed to the whole album.
Right.
Yeah, because I also wanted to show that Zamrock, the music that I've done, it can coexist with any other type of music. Yeah.
Your closing remarks as we come to an end. I have had such a great time, and I want to say thank you very much for being true to yourself.
Thank you.
Because with that, we learned so many other things as we come to a close.
Thank you, Cass. Thank you very much for giving me this platform.
Right.
Thank you to you and to Hot FM for this. And then to all my fans out there, they can check my album on all digital platforms. Yeah, or Boomplay, Deezer, Spotify. They can find the music and enjoy it at any time they want. And then it is also on vinyls. Yes, they can get in touch on 0977 785542. 0977 785542 if they want to get a vinyl and of it. And thank you very much for all that, for the love and the blessings. Thank you very much. The album is out. I just need more support from the people.
Right.
The only support I ask is just to listen to it and try to understand what I was trying to do.
Okay. Tell you what, here's Walla. The first single out the album. Hey, go and get it!